All right, last video, because I got stuff to do today. We just got about 4 more orders in for the wallpaper screen, so I got to get cracking on that right now. I got to start getting the screens processed. And on top of that, we have that new visual effect screen paint coming in. So you're probably wondering about the title, about how Pros shows you how to make a screen paint, and he does. There's actually a video that he posted on how to make his product. Now, I want to show you something really quick. Now, as I told you before, the reason why we know how to make that particular screen paint, because we're going to go back here a minute. Let me show you something right here. This is one of my videos when I started running in a small little tiny room when I first started my company under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. This is a projection screen paint that I was painting on a wall that was covered with markings without priming the surface first. And this is one of the demonstrations. This demonstration was actually recorded back in 2012. So I'm showing you the condition and rough conditions of the wall, as you can see. And this is just to show you exactly why you got to do your research. All right, so you'll see me coming on the camera right about there. That's me popping on the camera. That's when I was in my younger years. I'm 51 now, so yeah, that is my Digital One Crystal Screen Paint logo right there as I'm flashing it up. Let me turn a little bit. This is one thing I hate about having sunlight coming in your room, because screens are affected by this with projection screen. My projection screen has no problem with this. So that's me painting the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. Now, the ingredients that I showed you how to make in the last video demonstration, that I did the paint on demonstration, that is actually the Crystal Edge Technology screen paint, well, some of it. Keep in mind, as I said before, that majority of most gray screens will have a problem with contrast levels. This one did also too, but at the time I really didn't see the huge drastic change that had to be done until I had a chance to sample Black Diamond technology. And then I saw exactly where I needed to develop a much better screen, because bottom line is, you know, like I said, years from at that particular time, there were no such thing as, there were some gray screens, but not on the level of Black Diamond. And as you see now, you see nothing but a lot of black screens. So there I am painting in the screen. If you look at the color of the screen, it is a light gray. Now, when all that is done, screen's all painted up, I will show you the demonstration with my projector. Let me cough drop. Now, to me, I felt contrast levels were good, but now looking at it, the contrast levels need to be much, much, much better. Now, that is a screen paint that I developed way back in, let's see, around October the 22nd, or sorry, 26th, and that was 2012. Now, I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to pause there. We're going to go into this video here. Now, those of you who know and those you don't know, as I told you before, that majority of the gray screen paints here out on the market are either two things. Either the gray screen paint mixed with Christmas glitter, and they're mixed with Metallica paint, or they're basically white paint mixed with multiple teaspoons of black paint in order to actually get a certain contrast to the screen. They're not black, and if they are black, I've seen a few black, but the only problem with the black screens, they don't have the ability. They'll do the side-by-side demonstration against other black screens. So we'll come back here a minute. I muted the sound because I don't record people's sounds, but we'll come back here a minute so you can see the entire demonstration. And in the demonstration, he shows you how to make his product. 2 teaspoons of black, So pretty much if you take 2 teaspoons of black and you put that into a quart container, it makes a light gray. That's what it makes. And this is Crow showing you how to make his screen paint. But yet you're paying for it. I told you what it was. 2 things that screen paint is going to be. Either it's bare silver screen mixed with glitter or a form of and black paint, or it is going to be black 2 teaspoons of black paint mixed in with white paint. Now if you mix in 2 teaspoons of black paint into a white container, you will get a light gray screen paint color. The same color you will get from bare silver screen and the same color you will get from bullseye, what they call bullseye primer paint. Now, the next 2 things they'll add in there is light glitter, doesn't make a difference, and then they will add in a form of Metallica silver paint. So this is his video on his channel showing you how to make a paint he called Metallica 2.0. Now, at this particular time when he posted this video, we were selling our Digital One Crystal screen paint. And in the argument, this is how the argument first started. This whole feud back and forth, this is how it first started. He was upset with us because he was here giving the paint away for free and we were charging for our paint. And he said it wasn't fair that we were charging and that he was giving it away for free. Now, if you notice, he is now charging for his screen paint. You didn't know this video exists, did you? Yep, there's a video of him showing you how to make his product. The product that you just paid $80 for, or maybe $100, is right there. Got my son. New awesome Metallica projection screen mix. Now, I'm going to pop over to Lowe's today, and I'm going to pick up this ingredient, and I'm going to make it next to the paint that I already made downstairs, and we'll see if it matches up. That would be an interesting theory, wouldn't it? Or, if he wants to, he can take this same mixture and put it against his screen paint he has now, and do a contrast demonstration or whatever demonstration he's going to do in a fully lit environment, no lights out. So he's showing you how to make it right there. Now, let's come right here where he actually mixes the product. So we're going to be there in a few minutes. We're just going to show you how he's going to mix the product. Lights will be out in this demonstration because the screen will wash out. And then you're saying, well, that's not him. That is him. He just came on YouTube. And this was around in July the 15th, 2016 is when he made this video. So you have to be thinking, you paid $80 for what? This is where our feud kind of started around. It might have been a little farther back than that. But he was upset with us because we were charging for our product. But we had a product that can produce an image. Keep in mind, I'm going to pause here, come back here, and we're going to go over to here. Come back over to here. This is my product that was developed, and I told you we made this paint a long time ago. This is my video right here. I made this October the 26th, 2012. This is me in a little tiny room that I started off my company in. There I am right there. Surprising how we have so many surprises. We can back up everything. And this is me painted in the screen. I was so skinny then. Yeah, that was our old screen paint way back in the day. It was called Digital One Crystal Screen Paint when we developed it. And we designed it so it can sit in a fully lit environment. But it was a long time ago. But the technology now, it's much more advanced now. We do with better stuff. This is the technology we design now. We can't use this stuff in a fully lit environment. The new stuff we have now, black screens, black technology. But, like I said, and you had to have the lights off. Even I knew that. I had to have the lights off when it came to contrast. But we knew the screen wasn't pulling contrast. I didn't realize my technology wasn't pulling contrast until I got a chance to sample Black Diamond. That's when I knew that I was doing it wrong. Now you see this? Now I'm gonna come back here for a minute. Just gonna come back there for a minute. Sometimes I wonder about some of the things that I watch on my TV show, on my whatchamacallit. Hold on. It's funny, as much stuff as I watch all day long. Alright, let's just go over to the feed, to my search. And we got sunlight coming into the room, so it gets pretty bright in here. So, like I said, the technology we have now is much better. Let me see. Let me come back here for a minute. So this is what I was trying to show you. I have to back up everything I do because I had to, because people constantly challenge me all the time, and I enjoy it. I love it. I love a good challenge. But when somebody came in and said, well, that's not fair because you just showed everybody how to make his product. No, he literally showed everybody how to make his product. He has a video right here showing you how to make his product. Right there. You can look it up for yourself. He just shows you how to take 2 teaspoons. I'm going to show you right here. So get the pause a little better. Hold on. Yeah, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, do you want to get what you paid for, or you want to get cheated? That's the whole thing. I can come on here and I can show you my black screen versus another black screen, and I can show you the difference between my black technology. There's no point in me coming on here and showing you a demonstration of my black screen versus another black screen. I'm doing a demonstration on black. Of course, both screens are going to pull black. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But if I show you my black screen pulling up a higher white level, then another black screen, then that goes, then he has something here. Now, if you got two gray screen paints, one being gray, the other one being gray, one a bare silver screen that would cost you $30 a gallon to make, and one that's going to cost you $80 for 2 quarts, and both of screens are reacting the exact same way under contrast and bright levels, then it has you thinking, I could have made it for $30 a gallon instead of paying for 2 quarts for $80. And that wouldn't even include shipping because you'd be picking it up yourself. Now, also consider the fact that anyone who might have gotten upset with me because saying, hey, it's unfair to make his product. Well, guess what? I was making this product back in 2011. Let's see. Yeah, 2011, when I first started my company, Digital One Crystal Screen Paint was light gray. The exact same mixture is what I just showed you. It's the same thing. We were making it 11 years ago. There you go. Now, let's even talk about something even crazier. He shows you how to make it on his video. 2 teaspoons of flat black paint. Do you know what happens if you mix black and white together? You get gray. It's the exact same gray color that you will get from Behr Silver Screen and the exact same color that you will get from Bullseye Primer. Same paint I made downstairs. If you take any form of Christmas glitter, it doesn't make a difference. It reacts the same way. The more teaspoons you drop in, the darker the paint becomes. Simple. That's it. How do they get a darker gray screen? They just put more black in it. That's all they do. Now, if he can show a demonstration of 2 gray screens next to each other, and just say his screen pulls up a black contrast level, such as that black screen behind me, then you can say there's a difference. But until then, they're the same. They're going to react the same way. Poor contrast, better white levels. That's how it's going to be. So if that's the case, that means that you can go out and make it for $30 a gallon. I don't need to buy his paint. I can make it right here. There's no difference. So that's the same thing when I have a company, as I said before. When companies, before they drop money into our banking accounts and we're showing up a black screen paint, the first thing they go is, well, I can do it myself. I just go and get a couple gallons of black paint and I'll basically just coat my wall with it. And then they'll come back and they'll do contrast demonstrations. It'll come up beautiful. But the minute they show white levels, the screen comes out muddy and dirty. And then they contact us and say, well, what's the difference? And we show them the demonstration. Look, there's my black screen against another black screen. Look at the white levels. We make a cool $4 or $5 grand one day because we can back it up. So if you go out and you're a big company and you see your screen paint, you go, hey, I'll buy 80 gallons of that if you can show me the difference between your screen paint and this Behr Silver screen right here. Can't show color because both screens produce high bright colors. And you can't show contrast because both screens don't have the ability to produce contrast. So he can go out and he can do it himself. Voila, there you go. And for anybody who wants to get mad at me and say, well, it's wrong to show anybody his product, we made it 11 years ago and he showed you how to make it on his channel right here. You think I'm joking? Make it yourself. Feel free to make it yourself and match it. And I guarantee you it comes out exactly the same. And if you want to basically capture, if it's darker, if he says, hey, well, it's darker, then add a couple more teaspoons of black into it. That's all you have to do. You can get a dark gray. No. There we go. Look at the inside. Same thing. Look at the demonstration in the dark. Can't turn the lights on with that screen. This screen will wash out and fade. It has to be done in the dark. I told you that already. So now you got some questions. You know the funny thing about this is that all this information we had, we didn't tell you about it. We didn't bring any of this up. And any of the demonstrations that I did, didn't do anything about it. Until this joker decided to come on and do a fake demonstration. Then we came on and we said, look, okay, you want to play that game? We got stuff about you don't even know about. We got videos that your customers never even seen before. And there you go. We just showed you how to make his paint for free. Now, anybody with any form of common sense would have deleted that video a long time ago. Would have deleted it because that's evidence showing people how to make it. Why would you buy it when you can make it? Oh, and by the way, now, if you notice the demonstration's in the dark, correct? Which means that when you do make this product, that's where you'll be sitting at. You'll turn your living room literally into a cave. That's where you'll be sitting at. I don't care how high power your projector is. Only way a gray screen or a white screen can produce anywhere of a decent contrast level, it has to be in the dark. So you have to be in a dark environment for that screen to light up like that. Now, I don't have this voice playing because I think it's disrespectful to play someone's voice. I keep it on mute. If you notice the video is on mute, you will never hear me play his voice, never, because it's disrespectful. Some of you didn't even know this video existed, did you? I knew the video existed. You know why? Because the first contact we have with Mr. J, like I said, he came at us ranting because he said, well, it's not fair because you're making the product and you're charging people for it and this, that, and the other, and I'm doing it for free. I'm giving it for free. I'm trying to help the people out. I'm giving it away for free. I'm trying to help the people out. Why? How other would you explain someone making a screen paint and telling you how to make it? And then now they're charging you for it. Think about that. Black Diamond does not come up there and show you how to make their screens. I have never showed you how to make any. Only technology I ever showed you how to make was the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, and we no longer make that stuff anymore because it's flawed. It's trash. That's what it is. It is trash. It's my own product, and I can call it trash because that's what it is. It has no contrast levels whatsoever. That screen is at that particular time and era, it was good. It was amazing, but now it's trash compared to what we have now. I have no problem with giving you that away for free because I know exactly what that's going to do to your projector. It's going to crap it up pretty bad. I don't care if you have 4K or expensive projector, it's going to crap it up. So what other reason would anyone have to give you I'm showing you how to make their product for free? Because at that particular time, Mr. J was giving away free paint and he was showing you how to make it for free. And that's when he came at our company way back then and complained that we were selling our product and we were in the wrong. We didn't have the right to sell our product because he was giving it away for free and he was going to show people how to do it for free. And lo and behold, you are now paying for it. You're paying for something that he gave away for free. And that now you can make yourself. But like I said, if his product is different from the product that he is selling now, all he would have to do is just remake that paint right there. And just do a side-by-side demonstration on contrast levels in a fully lit environment. Hey, take it outside. That'd be nice. Now, see how that screen sits out there in the dark? That's where you sit. You can't see anything in your living room, can you? Because everything is shrouded in darkness. Let me show you how we do this. Let's go over to... We have a lot of demonstrations here. Alright, someone asked me about an ultra short throw outside. We did it already. We did it actually on my Optima GT 5500. We did it outside. There's my screen right there at 180 inches outside watching Despicable Me 3 or Despicable Me 3. See how bright it is outside? My projector sits back over 21 feet back. Now, if we produce images like this outside, what do you think our paint does inside? We can pull contrast outside at 4 o'clock in the evening. Hit a 190-degree viewing angle outside. Yeah, have you seen him do a demonstration such like this? No, can't do it. Screen will wash out. Let's show you another one right here. This is a real good one right here. This is a Starfield demonstration outside. Outside Starfield. Haven't seen the Starfield demonstration yet. Let's go with, oh, here we go. We got a good one. Football. 12 o'clock in the afternoon. That's me watching the game at 12:23 in the afternoon outside on my deck. You know what would happen if you take a light gray screen and put it out there in an element? Even at 4300 lumens, it's going to wash out. Demonstration in my old house. Look how much, now mind, you see how dark his environment was? That's the inside of my house, at my old house. So I can sit here and produce this image in my environment with that much light, where you can come here go back here a minute. That's the old screen. Way back in the day, people. Way back in the day. Oh. Updating, people. Updating. Oh, and that's invisible screen paint we developed. We can't go into that. As a matter of fact, I'll show you something even crazier. When Crow was talking about rear projection screen paint, this is rear projection screen paint that we developed on the date of October the 21st, 2013. When I told you we did everything he did already, we already did it already. Been there and done it. That's my old room I was renting. There you go. Stuff that he claims that he has already, we have developed it already. We've been there and done it, had contracts for it already. That's when I was living in my old neighborhood. And that video was made in 2013. October 31st, 2013, invisible technology that we had developed. Already had it already. Crystal clear technology we developed here. Already had it already. Developed it years ago. Look at the date on it. October 31st, 2013. I developed rear projection technology before you even knew it ever existed. And it's funny how people understand how far back we go. Another one right there. Date on it. October 31st, 2013. Invisible clear technology. Stuff that he's done, we already did it already. Been there, done it already. Right now, we develop black screens that develop rear and projection technology because, like I said, this stuff right here is good, but the only problem with it is the fact that the problem that you have with it is the fact that the projector glare that you just saw shoot to the other side, that becomes a problem. So let's get back over here real quick. So as I said before, in his demonstration, he clearly shows you how to make the product. He does. If you're curious to see the video for yourself, without all this in the way, I will post a link. And you will see, and to this day, it baffles me. Why would you even keep the video there? If you decide that you're going to sell the paint, you're going to decide to sell it now, why would you even keep the video? Why don't you delete the video? Because if somebody comes back and they see the video, they're like, why is this guy charging for this stuff when he was making it for free? There you go. Black technology on an outdoor inflatable screen. This is when we're testing the screens at around, I think, 3 o'clock in the evening. Really 3 o'clock. We're testing them. Let's see how the screen was going to react. We're still going to do those too. The inflatable screens, we're still going to do those. I got to order me another screen, but we're still going to do the inflatable screens. Somebody's been asking me about doing those inflatable screens, bringing it back out again. And we are. Epson, heck yes. Especially for the projector you have. Yes, I love Epsons. Epsons are amazing projectors. Yeah, if it's, like I said, on our webpage, if you go to our our page on our website, in the marketplace, we have a list of projectors we do support. I own a few Epson projectors, so yes, we do support Epsons. As a matter of fact, there is another Epson projector I do have my eye on that I do plan to buy. For the individual who asked me about whether or not if we should buy Crow screen paint, we had it here already in the shop, way back in the shop. And let me show you what our black technology did to the screen paint that we have. We had this product here. And it was a bit of a pain in the neck because we had to go through a nightmare to get our hands on it. We posted the videos. He was actually denying one of my, if any orders that came through from Philadelphia, he was denying the orders. But we went through some stuff to try to get that paint. We finally got it here. So. See that? I'm going to find this demonstration. I'm doing this screen again because this was an amazing demonstration to do, but I'm going to do this screen again. Now, I'm going to show you something real quick. This is another one we did right here. This is just splattering paint across the side of the screen. We didn't even bother to paint it. This shows you how much you're missing from your projector because you have to have contrast. So let's go in real quick. And let's go to this is Illuminous. All right. Told you we had Crow's paint at the shop. There it is right there. That's me on eBay purchasing his product. Right there. We've had it here. We had his stuff here. That's us ordering this stuff from him. This is where we had a problem of him denying the order. He denied the order several times. Seller has canceled our order. Yeah, he canceled our order. We ordered from 3 times and he canceled our order 3 times in a row. Posted that too. But we got it. We had to get somebody over in California to order it and bring it over to us. And we got our hands on it. That's 1100 lumen projector, my Sony projector right there, 1100 lumens. We had this product here in the shop. Let's go over to, but yeah, the projector you have, the Epson, yeah, that projector is amazing. I am looking to get a few more. I get an Epson projector, another one. I have an Epson, hold on for a minute. Outside demonstration. This is Crow screen paint outside. Come back here a minute. Okay, let's come over here and show you something right here. Now over here, this is where we did, see that was outside. That's the second order that got canceled. We had a problem getting our hands on that product altogether. Let me see. This is the mix that he made that you just saw me do live. That's the mix I just showed you that he made on his website showing you how to make it. It was supposed to be his Metallica Mix 2.0. This right here is us opening up his can of paint. There it is right there, his product right there on the table. I told you we had his stuff here. That's me opening up his paint. Now this one, the Metallica Mix 2.0, is a little darker. I'm probably thinking maybe 4 teaspoons of black in there. We actually made the paint. We literally made his product right there on the channel, showing you how it was made. Because like I said, we used to make this stuff. Let me see. We can go on for days and days and days on this. Like I said, we've had his product here. Nothing new. This is the Metallica Mix 2.0 he shows you how to make for free. Oh, I'm dying over here. My battery is definitely dying. Now, I don't take stuff out of content. I'm telling you what it is. If this bothers you, then you can go you don't have to watch the video. But it's not taking stuff out of content. If we have your product here and we're making your product, you're showing a video of you making your product, and then you're selling your product. Anybody who knows anything to do with colors, if you know that if you take 2 teaspoons of black, and you can test it out for yourself, and you mix that in with white, it comes up to be light gray. So that's the product that he's showing you how to make on his video. But now he's selling you the same product, and the product is reacting the same way as all his other screen paints react. Dark environment, ambient lit, controlled environment, stuff like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Sorry, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know what race you are, or what sex you are, but I do apologize. Sorry about that. This is what happens. A lot of people don't realize. Let me show you something here. I'm going to show you something here. I showed a few people this. I have documents on this, but I'm going to show you something here. People say, "Why, Mr. Bird? Why are you always on the offensive?" Do you have any idea how many big companies I had come at me? I'm going to show you something here. All right. Now, I tried to show this last time. A lot of people didn't realize that we actually had a confrontation with Black Diamond. I told you I was fascinated by Black Diamond because I was impressed by their screens. They're amazing, but things didn't work out the way I thought they were going to work out, and we ended up getting into a really bad argument, and I mean bad argument. So, they wanted us to come down to Dallas, Texas, and bring our product down there. And we didn't want to because at the time, the digital 4K Crystal Onyx screen paint was 25% done, and we didn't have anything to protect it. So there's no way in the world I'm going to walk into a test facility where I don't have an NDA or a non-disclosure agreement. Now, that's the punch sample sheet of SL technology I got from a friend of mine. These were the results. So you can see why we got called upon. So I received a email. I received a phone call early in the morning from the fellow. I'll post the video. I did the video with a little more clear. You might not be able to see it because the video could be a little gritty. But we got a response from them. They contacted me first. They woke me up in the middle of my sleep. I thought it was a practical joke by my vice president. I said, "Funny, June." Hung the phone up on him. The guy calls me back again. He says, "No, I don't know who June is, but I represent Black Diamond. Tom Nugget, or I think it's Nugget." So anyway, if I got his name wrong, I do apologize. So I hung the phone up. I said, "Look, if it's you, send me your email with the watermark." This is a watermark right there. So that's the email he sent us. So mind you, this happened way back in 2015. 2015. So as we're talking back and forth, let me get here real quick. Bring it back some. He actually says in his conversation, and I'll put a link. I had this posted on my Facebook business account. I will post a link so you can check it out, read through the documents yourself. But as he said, good talking to you this morning. Sorry I woke you up, because he did wake me up. As I stated, we are interested in looking at your product. It seems to have potential. Now, keep in mind, this is SL Screens telling us that our product seems to be interesting and it has potential. Do you have any idea how amazing that sounds? A big company like SL Screens saying, "Hey, your technology looks impressive. We want to talk." So, some of this was my fault, and I'll tell you why. Because I got arrogant. I got very, very arrogant. Oh wow, SL Screens has contacted me, you know what I mean? So and so and so. The super giant has come down to pay a visit to me. And I got a bit arrogant. But also too, I got on the offensive too, because they wanted me to bring this technology down to Dallas, Texas, and we don't have, you don't want to give me a non-disclosure agreement. A non-disclosure agreement means both parties can talk about this, we can discuss it, and we can tell you things that's in the product, and you can't tell anybody about it, or you can't use it, or we can sue you. They didn't want to do that. So I got upset, and I got angry with them, and I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be bothered with them. And an argument started on the phone. And very words I said out of my mouth, "If you think my product is dangerous now, it's only at 25%. When it reaches 100%, it'll blow it clean out of the water. Your technology clean out of the water." Now, I can understand why they want the length of sending us this document here. It's a little confusing. So we received a court order from their attorney. In other words, to shut the freak up. That's what we got. So I'll show you right here. There's the document from their attorney. So Hard thing about this is you learn to be a little more humble. Maybe if I carried things a little different, but I still had to protect my company because I can't send something down there that hasn't been protected. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? It's my first time having a big company check me out. But you got to be careful because you never know exactly. These big companies are in to make money, and there's some of them are in to just take what you have. So from this experience, with us going back and forth on the phone and having arguments and stuff like that, they decided to shut me up. So they sent me out this document. And in this document says that I had to remove every single video demonstration, every single picture. Now, yes, I did remove all the videos and I moved all the pictures. Doesn't mean I didn't have backups. I had backups of all my videos. I still do. But I was told to remove anything and everything that associated myself with their technology. Now, keep in mind, I didn't come on there and say, hey, their stuff is trash and garbage, because it wasn't. It was amazing technology. That's what put me in the field of black technology. Black Diamond is the one who put me there, because I was so fascinated by their stuff that I wanted something exactly like theirs or even better. So I give them that credit right there. But the fact that they made me, I had to keep my mouth shut. I couldn't talk about this. I couldn't speak about it. I couldn't tell anybody this was going on with us. Nobody knew. Couldn't say anything because of this little piece of paper right here. We had to keep our mouth shut. So think about it. You got people out there like Mr. J or Mr. Crow who's out there tearing down your product and saying nasty things about you, which doesn't bother me because if God didn't bless my hand, I would still be in that little tiny rented room instead of being in this nice big house that he blessed me to be in. God didn't take care of me. But just think about it. Somebody's talking all this trash about you and you can't say one word or you might end up getting sued by this company because of this nonsense. And all you did was a side-by-side demonstration of your product next to theirs, and because things didn't go well, you got slapped with one of these. You think about that one. So, yeah, this is the kind of nonsense. That's why I said it doesn't bother me when Crow does stuff to me. It doesn't bother me. I have big companies that come after me from time to time. That's the crap I need to worry about, not Crow. Crow doesn't make or break my company. What Crow says on camera doesn't stop my orders. If it did, like I said, I would be still in a little tiny rented room. I wouldn't be blessed to be in this nice big house. I wouldn't be blessed. I have investments lined up for the end of next year that are in a point where they're set that I will never have to work again. I could quit this business if I want because I knew how to invest my money just right. But it all came from this. So it doesn't bother me what he says because at the end of the day, I got big companies that are coming up to me saying, hey, look, we want to buy this from you, we want to buy that from you. And if it didn't work, I wouldn't be in this business. And if it didn't work, Black Diamond wouldn't have paid me any mind whatsoever. They would have went about their business. What do they need to be bothering me? They're a multi-billion-dollar company or $1 million company. They have screens that sell for $5,000 a piece. Oh, I don't have any hatred toward Crow. I want people to know that. I don't have hatred toward him. Crow has done some evil stuff against me. He's recorded my voice. He played it back on YouTube. That right there is a lawsuit by itself. I have copyrights on my logos. He's flashed my logos multiple times on his site. That's a lawsuit right there. I could have sued this man a long time ago. And I got people that are sitting there saying, well, how come you haven't filed a lawsuit? The same thing that Black Diamond did to me, I can do to him. I can throw a cease and disorder against him and shut him up for good. I can file a lawsuit against him. But this is how I feel. I feel that for the things that he does, his family should not be subjected to it. He has kids. He has a wife. Why should they have to go through the grinder of nonsense because of the way he carries himself? He shouldn't have to. That's why I turn a blind cheek to the whole thing. It doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, I know what my technology does. I can come on here. I can do live demonstrations. I can show you what it does. I have customers who buy my product and they're very happy with it. Not everybody's going to be happy all the time. You can't satisfy everybody all the time. You're always going to have one or two customers that might not like what you have. That's the way life is. But for people like Crow, they will find any piece of mistake or flaw or anything you may have within you, and they will exploit it. That's what people like that I will never understand. Nobody's perfect. But like I said, as you can see in my demonstrations and how hard I work, I try to push for perfection. I try to do the best that I can. And when you do that, then you have big companies like these people over here contacting you saying, hey, look, we want to basically integrate our technology with yours. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really do. I really do appreciate that. Now, for the fellow Tristan, me and him are cool. We talk from time to time. We got a bit in common because he does boxing, which is pretty cool. I like boxing. I do martial arts. I do taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, and hapkido. So we both understand. He's a very nice person. And his projector is having a malfunction problem. It's not as bright as it could be. He sent me a video. I looked at it. The paint's working perfectly fine. The projector is having some problems. So as I said in my YouTube video, that I will send him out another projector, which I already agreed. I'm going to send him another projector. And he should be more happy with this projector. I'll send him down a new lamp and everything with it. I got another NEC downstairs, so he can have that one for free. I have no problem. Keep in mind, every time I send this product out, it costs me money, but I don't mind. If it means my customers are going to be happy, they're going to be happy about it. That's what we all want at the end of the day. We just want to be happy, right? We don't want to go home to a bunch of crap. Now, you want to see something really interesting? I'm getting emails from this particular company right here. Let's get off of Crow. We're done with that. Let's not talk about that, excuse me, anymore. We're done. So, few people were asking about this particular projector. I think it's the Viva or Vava projector. It's supposed to be 6,000 lumens. It's supposed to be 4K. I was in a Facebook discussion with the company and things got a little heated. They started flashing back and forth. And I've had customers call me with this particular projector. Now, I'm not going to show you the customers who I had these phone calls with because their information is up there. But one of the gripes that they had about the projector is the fact that it wasn't bright enough, and they wanted to buy a screen paint to actually enhance the ambient light rejection abilities in the environment. And my question to them was, if you have a projector of 6,000 lumens, ultra short throw, that's sitting less than an inch away from your screen, why would you need our paint? It's 6,000 lumens, and I was told that it's dim. It's coming up under 25. It's got to be around 2,500 lumens. So it just shows you right there that the lumen count isn't what it's supposed to be. Now, if you ever saw the video demonstration on this particular projector, it claims to be 4K. It's kind of scary for the price. The price now, this is a bit of a warning video also too, that if you think about buying this projector, don't do it. I've heard complaints about people saying that because the customer support is based in China, it is very hard to get parts, it's very hard to talk to anybody, communicate with anybody, and we explained before, we do not support these projectors because they have fake specifications. Okay, 4K laser projector. Now, I saw this. Few people, I saw the demonstration, here it is, on their projector. Now, I haven't seen anybody on this projector do 150 inches yet. If you have seen one, carefree to post. I usually don't let people post at the bottom of my page, but if you find one before me, please do put that at the bottom so I can check that out for myself. I would appreciate that. Now, this is supposed to be their laser projector right here. As if you've seen the demonstration, it's supposed to be 4K at 150 inches. Correct, people? Correct me if I'm wrong on this. You hear that horn going off? That is my cell phone. Hold on for a minute. I know it's an important call. I tell people, if you hear me hang up twice on you, that means I'm doing video. I'm actually in the middle of a video demonstration. I just got to get me another phone. Oh, my goodness. Just give me 1 minute, people. So this projector is claiming to do 4K. That's what it stated. Just give me a minute, please. All right, we're going to do this real quick because I got to get out of here. Now, it's saying it's a 4K projector, right? Now, I want you to see something really quick. This is a conversation that You know, if you keep hanging the phone up, wouldn't you think that the person would actually get that maybe you might be in the middle of a video, since I do videos all the time? Wouldn't they think that I may be in a video? No one ever think about that? Well, that's my wife right there. She knows I'm doing a video right now. Because she knows I tell her if I hang the phone up on you, that means I'm in a video. But you call me back 5 or 6 times knowing that I'm in a video. Ugh, good gracious. Sometimes I wonder. I really do. Sometimes I really wonder. All right, now, in that demonstration, it shows them showing off a 4K laser projector, correct? This is the conversation I had on Facebook with this particular person. I copied and saved this because I actually sent this to a customer who just recently purchased this projector, and I was explaining to him, you may want to take that projector back. Now, in the conversation, they explain that the projector is a 1080p. It's a 1080p projector with pixel shifting capability, which means what they're saying is the projector has the ability to actually shift pixels so tight together that it can produce a 4K image. Not true. That's virtually impossible. It's called compressing, but I guess it's called pixel shifting. So technically the projector is 1080p. That's what the projector is. All right, sorry I can't talk more about this because I got a lot about this projector right here, but I got to go. Thank you all for your time. You'll have a blessed day. I got to go.